Hi everyone, welcome back, and this month we're going to be doing another Plan With Me video. If you're new here, then hi, I'm Emma and I'm really happy to have you here. So we're going to be doing our October Plan With Me, and I love everything about fall. I love all the colours that nature brings, and I do love Halloween. It's my favourite time of year, I have to say, so I love all things spooky. For this month's theme, I have chosen the theme of spiders. So I'm really sorry if you don't like spiders, but I'm sure you can use these spreads and incorporate your own theme. You don't have to do creepy crawlies, but I am going to be doing some creepy spiders this month. So let's get cracking. I'm working in my Rhodium Minds A5 journal, and I've already planned out my cover page. So let's zoom you in now, take you closer. So here we go, here's the first spidey. So I've planned out this black widow over here, and then we've just got a little calendar here and October at the bottom. And to do this page, I'm going to be I'm going to be working as usual with my Pigma and Micron pens and a white gel pen, but I'm also going to use some coloured pencils this month. And the coloured pencils that I prefer are Faber Pastel, oh my life, it is Monday, Faber Castel Polychromos pencils. So these are really good coloured pencils. So we're going to be using those to do bits of the spider. So let's get cracking and you can watch as I work. Okay, so yes, that was long, but there is the cover page all done. So what do you think of that Spidey? I quite like him. So right, moving on, let's crack on and do the first weekly. Okay, so I have decided that I want to use the Dutch door system again this month because I really did enjoy it last month. So I've pre-folded my page and I've marked off where I want various bits and pieces to be. So I didn't want to cut the page prior to drawing this because where the line is, where the page would have dropped, there would have been marks and it would have interfered with the pencil drawing. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that now. So when I'm doing a Dutch door, I literally fold the page over, score down the edge of the page. You can rip it if you want to, but I'm going to use scissors just so that it's a nice clean cut. And pray that I don't make a mess. So I suppose you could use a guillotine as well. However, the first time that I tried to use mine, it's not a guillotine, it's a paper trimmer, and it sort of tore up the edges of the page, so I decided against doing that again. So I'm just sticking to my scissors. So there we go. Now these scraps of paper are always really good to keep, and I just pop them in the pocket at the back of my journal, because you can, if you've run out of pen test pages, you can test your pens on these prior to using them, so that's handy. So right, let's mark up the pages. Now if you did notice, along with my usual Pigma Microns this month, I'm actually using these pigment liners, and do you know what, I really don't know how to pronounce this name, so I'm not going to butcher it and embarrass myself. But these are really nice. They're just as good as Pigma Microns. They hold the colour really well, so I'm giving these a bit of a test and seeing how I feel about them. They also come in a good array of sizes, just like Pigma Microns do. So I'm going to go ahead and draw up all my boxes for the weekly. Okay, so for this part, I'm going to colour the entire face of this door in black. So I'm going to go and do that off camera because it's pretty boring to watch. But to do that, I'm going to use a big brush pen because it just makes it a lot quicker and easier. Okay, so that's all dry now and lovely and black. So I'm going to go and put my gel pen to good use in a minute and do some designs on here and write in the dates. White jelly roll pen. Really enjoy those. And across the bottom of the page, normally I would draw my own design, but I found that I had this really cool washi tape from Tim Holt's Halloween collection last year, and it fits perfectly. So I'm actually going to save myself a little bit of time and apply some washi down the bottom. So I'm just going to place those on, and it fits perfectly with this. And then another strip across here. And then a little bit across the middle there. There we go. So that's done. So let's go and add in the dates. Now you can find that when you've coloured in a page very heavily, like I have with this one, it can bend. So if you just sort of curl it back on itself, and once you've had your book shut a bit, it will lie flat again anyway. This pen is so good for its pigmentation. Let's zoom you in so you can see. Not great. It's one of my favourite white pens. There we go. Now, okay, so I'm going to do a little design on this black page now. Okay, so that's my first weekly done and ready. Now these boxes here I'll use at the time to do some little drawings in, just to pretty the page up. So that's that. Now I do always, if you've been watching me for a while, you'll know I like to keep my weeklies together. So I've left all my pages ready for the rest of my weeklies. And then we will move on to, this is the 1 word a day challenge, and this was started by Thee's Poetry. You can find her on Instagram, and I'll put a link down below to her account. But basically you write one word for every day to summarize up your day, I guess. So I'm just going to set that page up. So all we're going to want here is literally a title, and then I've decided to do a few webs to keep in with the theme of the month. So moving on, because it's October, I can't help myself. I want to join in with all the challenges because they're all my favourite themes. So I'm doing 2 this month. I'm doing the Oodles of Doodles challenge, and that's hosted by the Petite Planner and Eclectic Scribbles. And I'll also put their Instagram handles down below as well. And then I'm also doing Draw a Lean, which is hosted by Mab Graves, and they're again exactly the same sort of similar theme. But so I've drawn out all my boxes, and I've written down the prompts underneath them, so I didn't need to print off the sheet or anything like that. So I'm just going to draw those boxes up and get those pages ready. Okay, so it's just simple. I've just drawn out my boxes there, and they're 5 by 5 square boxes if you're interested. And for this one, I've just wrote out the header and who it's hosted by and the hashtag, because these frames I wanted to be a little bit more artistic and they're subject to change. So they're staying penciled in for now so that I can review as I go along. So yeah, so there we go. So we've got, where's it gone? So we have our spider cover page, we've got our first weekly, 1 word a day, Oodles of Doodles, and Draw a Lean. And that is as much as I'm setting up so far for this month now. So if you have any questions or comments, just leave them below and I'll be more than happy to answer them. And also, if you have any feedback, or if there's anything that you want to see, if there's anything that you'd like a video on, any drawing tutorials or any reviews on products or whatever you want, then you just let me know in the comments down below. And also, please don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe, because that lets me know that you like my videos and you want to see more. And if you hit that little bell, you will be notified every time I upload a new video. So thanks ever so much for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful October and a brilliant Halloween, and I'll see you soon. Bye.